suppose if you're a lord going into hiding, a forest is one place to turn.
We don't know for sure she's here. Keep looking.
Lost!
Take this! You're finished!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
Resonate with the earth! Your mother's
Their hide and seek is armor!
Being interrupted.
Here I come!
You look
All back in their defenses!
Glad you found your uses! This one's mine!
I'll show you how useful I can be! It's on! You're finished! This one keeps charging us!
That's what my shield's for! Get behind me!
Good! I'll leave it to you! Armor won't save you!
Can you take it?
Totally! In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
Do it!
Commander of Heaven!
Phoenix Strike! Any injuries?
Come one, come all! You're mine! It's over!
They smite.
It's time to demonstration!
Here! Light the healing arm!
No escape!
Please be agile. Did you think kill me?
Yes, I need you, remember?
Right. Pesky airborne scoundrel.
Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno! Now! Here I come! You're far enough! Now you see what I can do! I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight! Totally! In an instant! Impact block!
We work well together.
Let them mark
Finally timed well.
You're quite the gunslinger.
I have to be, in this world.
Don't worry, I've got your back.
For the hideout of a runaway lord, this place is a lot bigger than I was expecting.
Do you think she had it built with that in mind?
No. Personally, I think this used to be part of a Danon castle or fortress of some sort.
How can you tell?
For one thing, it doesn't look like a storehouse. For another, it's old, and you can tell it was built to let people hole up inside of it.
Huh. I'll take your word for it. I don't know the first thing about brick. You know, I've always thought you were a smart little cookie, but damn, Rinwell, you really know your stuff.
It's no big deal. I've just read a lot of books is all.
If this is meant to be a castle, there wasn't much to it above ground. Are there such things as underground castles?
There probably used to be more of it above ground. That is, until 300 years ago.
So the main structure must have been lost during the time of the invasion, with only the underground part remaining. And then this lord decided to use it for her own purposes. Have I got that right?
But what reason could she have for using this place instead of staying back in her own castle?
That's what we're here to find out. Whatever it is, she's up to no good.
Right. It's all the more reason we need to hurry up and find her before it's too late. a delicious piece of cake.
Benediction light.
This one's mine.
Heal! No further! As it cools up, time to get out of the way. Eternal devastation! It's almost too strong.
Charge like that easily be
Be
fatal.
my guest.
Just as well, I'm here to stop her.
Strike! Eternal devastation! Sword Rain Alpha!
Now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the wind!
My turn! You're finished! Hurricane Storm! Hurricane Thrust!
Tempest Whirl!
Air pressure!
Hold up. Is this as valuable as I think it is?
Forgive you!
Come one, come all!
Now you see what I can do!
Denied! It's a duel of the arts! Here, let me help.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Flying freaks! Why can't they just sit still?
Sia, can you take care of them?
No sooner said than done!
Take this!
Raging
Sword Rain
now!
Alpha! Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Here I go!
Not a chance!
Sleep now!
Sword Rain Alpha! Dragon Form!
Raging now!
Dueling! In an instant! Impact Block!
Only the best materials in your garments.
You really do have quite the discerning eye, Dohalim.
Yeah, they all kind of look the same to me. What's this thing?
This will be a delicious piece of cake! Here I never miss!
Can't get out of this!
Tempest Whirl!
Burn in hell!
It's like trying to keep up with a wall!
Smash you!
Here's
You're mine!
Resonate
with the
Oh, so this ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
See you continue on in that vein.
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your good side.
Prepare to be defeated. Actually, perhaps pound is more
Leave the
appropriate.
enemy's arms
Less
to me!
talking, more doing.
No complaints here!
I'm out of air!
Be still!
Now!
Hurricane Thrust!
Astral energy! Full throttle!
The heavens must be smiling.
This place is full of weird machinery, old and new. Just what the hell was she doing here?
By all appearances, the sort of unsavory research she wouldn't want to see divulged.
Even to other Renans? That's a scary thought.
This might be some decent equipment.
Anything that makes battles easier is okay by me.
No choice.
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
It's over! Lightning thrust! Hurricane thrust!
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Resonate with the earth! This one's all mine! Stalagmite! We've got fire!
I've got this! Let a marksman handle it!
I'm not done! All yours!
How are your weapons holding up?
That's not to give me any idea.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
This is barely target practice.
Then why bother fighting them?
Because I certainly won't run away from a battle.
This place goes pretty deep underground.
It was probably built that way so it could still be used, even if the above-ground portion got destroyed.
Perhaps that's why it's still here, and why it was made into her hideout. It would... certainly stand to reason. It would appear we can descend down where the railing has fallen apart.
What? Are you serious?
By all appearances, it would seem she was researching something here.
You think so? What kind of research could she have been doing in a place like this?
Your guess is as good as mine. Hardly anything the likes of us could imagine.
If we assume it was because this area is rich in astral energy, then it's possible she could have been doing any number of things.
Indeed. Renan castles and spirit vessels are often found in such locations. Intriguingly, Danon ruins are also known for their abundant energy.
You Renans attacked us. Don't act like you're just some...
Sheesh, enough already! This isn't the place to pick a fight over this.
How can you be so calm listening to all of this? You've suffered at the hands of guys like him too.
I mean, I wouldn't say I'm calm.
Retreat if you know what's good for you!
Armor won't save me, big deity!
Here, let me help.
Elusive deity can't get out of this!
A banana, let's go!
You picked the wrong fight! You're mine!
I'll back in their defense!
Glad you have your usual.
I'll show you how elusive light can be!
Take this! Soaring blast! You're finished!
Oh, sharpest charge! Thanks, Ikara!
Where are you going?
In here!
Elusive deity!
Dream!
Now! Rage!
Mega Ray! Radiant Sword! More with
Lightning
that
strike coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet and... This is the power of the blazing sword!
Stay calm. I shall provide assistance.
No escape!
No armor can stop me!
Remind me to stay on your
Charge like
side.
that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
You're mine! Take this!
In a bind?
Here, let me help.
Resonate with the earth!
Take this!
Astral energy!
Say no more! Got it!
Well done!
You're mine!
Is that a healing art?
It is. I can't ignore your pain.
I'll try to be more careful.
We managed to pull through.
An opponent like this should be easy. It's over! Sword Rain Alpha!
Here's a
Can't get out of this!
Air thrust! Not on my watch!
Lewis, get it! Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal devastation! Commander of Heaven! Phoenix Cyclone!
Dance in the wind!
Not today! It's over!
Shattering the pieces! Attack now!
Look sharp! Lightning Tiger Blade!
Looks like it could be worth something.
And thus our strength yet grows.
Out of our way!
Dance in the wind! Sleep now!
See what I can do!
Now!
Light Burst Force!
Radiant Genesis! You don't mess around!
No! Damn it!
Certainly not.
Did you just hear me?
Yes. Only if you remember.
Right.
It's almost too strong!
Split it open!
Be my guest! Sword Rain Alpha! Can't get out of this! Ignite! This one keeps charging me!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Am I on a roll or what?
Well, look who's in a bright and shiny mood. Guess I missed. Read the landing.
Coming through.
Here, let me help. First aid!
Got fire!
I've got this! Let him march me!
All yours!
Now!
We've turned the tables on him.
There are still more
Leave the
left!
enemy's arms to me!
No time to hold back.
No complaints here!
Take this! You'll finish! Sword Ring Alpha! Flash! Eternal Devastation!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Don't get complacent.
What's this thing?
Out of our way!
You're mine!
Here goes! Raging
Take this! Sword Ring Alpha! Megasonic Drop!
I'm only getting started!
Take this!
Lightning orb! Lightning today!
Take this!
Arc Spear!
Sword Ring
Alpha!
Dream!
Burn it!
I'm ready!
Springwell!
Frozen?
Hammer!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Come now, I'm certainly not that relaxed.
An opponent like this should be easy.
Denied!
It's the armor
Sky,
won't
it's
save
mine!
you!
This one's mine!
Shattering the
Here!
Come to face me!
Please now!
Now you see what I can do!
I'm only getting started! Do it!
Dance on the wind!
In an instant! Impact block! We work well together.
Like a finely timed waltz.
You're finished!
A banana!
This one's all mine! Ignite!
Thunderblade!
Could have been worse. Mahag Sar, a land where the winds scar and the clouds stretch far.
Kisara? What is he doing?
Reciting a poem, apparently. Just let him be.
There's nobody here. It's been nothing but Zeugles. No lords, no Renan forces.
They have to be holed up somewhere, right?
From the look of things, I don't think anybody's been here for a while. If anyone was here, they're long gone now.
That can't be.
Look out!
We'll figure this out later. Right now, this thing needs dealing with.
I don't understand. Did they fall live?
He didn't seem the type to lead us on a wild goose chase.
Hey! Save your questions until after we manage to finish this thing!
Can't get out of this!
Go for the weak point!
No escape!
Fluidity of your movement is simply incredible.
Sword Rain Alpha!
Ready and ready!
Here's the evil! Thunderfield!
Now you see what I can do!
Resonate with the earth! Take this! It's over!
Landing right there!
Alright! It's down! I'm not done! You picked the wrong fight! You're finished!
In here!
Hurricane Thrust! No further! Take this! It's over!
I never miss! Shiny Supernova!
Be still! Sorry, White Spear! Hurricane Thrust!
Glacial Spear!
Come
Here's
on!
the evil!
You're finished!
Raging Cascade! Radiant Field!
Heal! Stop!
Here I go! I'm only getting Radiant Dance in the wind!
I'm ready! Totally! In an instant! Impact Block!
I'll heal you all!
This one's all mine! Not today! Heal!
Really?
You're mine!
A banana! Let's go!
Sword Rain Alpha! Eternal Dividend!
Aren't you human?
To stop you dying?
Now we're not ready.
Take this!
Nothing gets by me!
Resonate with the earth! Take this!
Too fast!
Stand back. I'll trip it up.
Not in your dreams!
Sword Rain Alpha!
Burning Strike! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! The enemy is going all out!
It's all mine! Rotating pile drive!
This isn't ideal.
Through armor!
Be still! Coming through! Ha! Melt! Scarlet Inferno!
Will this help?
Heal! It's on!
Healing Circle!
Ha! Not today!
I never gave!
You're my...
Spread!
Go through!
Seal!
Okay, here I go.
There with the annihilation!
You're mine! Now, while it's reeling,
Take
no
it down.
further! Here I come!
Here,
You're
let me
finished!
help!
You're mine! Sword Rain
Almost impressed.
How brave's coming from you?
I said almost. Don't get carried away.
Glacial Spear! Here's the evil! Sometimes the best medicine is thunder!
Armor won't save you!
I'll heal you all!
Such unadulterated fury.
Resonate with the earth!
Right, watch out!
Can't get out of this!
I'm all getting you all tucked away!
You picked the wrong fight!
Forgive me. This isn't...
Bring you back from death's abyss! Radiant Spear! All right! It's showtime!
Leading you up!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
So much for finding the Lord. Come on, let's get back to Niaz.
Shion, calm down. This isn't like you. What's wrong? Talk to me.
It's none of your concern.
Even after everything we've been through together?
The two of us are only helping each other because our interests overlap, remember?
Are you serious? You helped me come to terms with Zephyr's death. You put your life on the line to save me. Don't tell me you did all that out of necessity. That it was only because we have a common goal. Fine.
Huh?
You don't want to answer? Then I'll do whatever I like from now on, too. Clearly, I'm just bothering you. So it doesn't matter if you tell me what's on your mind. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop looking out for you. Not now, not ever.
That's not fair. Why can't you just leave me alone? You don't know the first thing about me.
But I do. I know you care about the pain of others. You care, Shion. That's why I want to help.
Because of my thorns, I thought I had been doomed to a life of solitude. Until the day I died, I knew I would be alone.
And now?
The truth is, I'm trying to end my curse and get rid of my thorns.
Get rid of? There's a way to do that? Really?
I'm not completely sure. All I know is there's a chance. But that's the reason I need the Renis Alma.
The Renis Alma?
The Master Core to end all Master Cores. It is bestowed upon the winner of the Crown Contest, the new Sovereign, as proof of their victory. It must be assembled from all 5 Master Cores.
That's why taking down the Lords is so important to you. But Shion, you're not in this alone. If there's a chance we can rid you of your thorns, I'll be by your side the whole way.
That includes us, right?
Like it or not, you're going to have to get used to relying on us every now and then.
What kind of friends would we be otherwise?
Thank you.
Danin Liberation and the Renis Alma. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. If we have any hope of finding this Lord and their Master Core, we start by heading back to Niaz.
Man, who would have thought we'd ever get thanked by Shion?
Sounds like someone wants me to grab their arm.
Ah, I'm joking! Damn, you're scary sometimes. Shh.
Shion's not scary at all.
Alphen.
I'll just, leave you two alone.
I can't believe this. To think they would give us a bad lead like that. Where could that lord actually be?
Beats me. That said, there's no point wandering around aimlessly trying to look for her. We should head back to Nias for now.
What's wrong, Kisara?
Oh, I was just thinking about what it meant for there to be castles here on Dana. People build castles to protect things that are important for one reason or another. But not simply that. They're also used to project a ruler's power.
So what you're saying is, even before the Renans invaded, the Danans were still being ruled over. It was just by other Danans.
That's most likely the case, yeah. Though who knows how they led their people.
But after seeing Deadeye, I can't picture them being all that benevolent themselves.
What if it's in everyone's nature to rule over and control others? What are we supposed to do about that?
If it really is in our nature, then no. All that means is we have all the more reason to fight it. That's all there is to it.
Finally, some open space again.
time I try on something. New.
Want something to munch on, Hoodle?
This is great. The taste and aroma will blow everyone away.
Make sure to get some good rest. Well, off we go.
Gotta break through! Here I come!
Raging cascade!
You're finished!
Gemini
Eternal
onslaught!
devastation!
Here comes! Flame of fury! I never miss! Don't mind if I do! I'm ready!
Here I come! You're finished!
Blind freeze! Why can't they just sit
Now!
All yours, Kisara.
My turn!
They might with blackened blade.
You got caught here!
No escape!
Here! Flame of fury! Supernova!
Execution!
Laser field!
Oh, your way.
One in an eye!
That's not to give me any ideas.
These little ones are hardly worth our time.
Less talking,
Now!
more pummeling.
Cut them apart! Get toasty!
Bird strike! Didn't even break a sweat.
This will be a delicious piece of
I
cake!
shall ensure you survive this.
Again!
Ah! Not today!
I'll grind you into dust! Elusive deity!
These ones can go straight around.
Do it!
Come on! Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
Dance in the
Not a
wind!
chance!
Air thrust!
Here I
Thunder!
Small, but a victory nonetheless.
We have a long way yet to go.
Coming through!
Resonate with your take! Light of course!
Here's evil! Let the marksman handle Raging storm!
Aberration!
My spec!
You're mine! It's over!
Hefty airborne scoundrel! All yours, Kisara!
Not a chance! I'm not...
Mega Ray!
Negative
By the
devastation!
power of water!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Our superiority was undeniable.
It feels invigorating to dominate a battle.
I was certain I saw you yawn.
Go no further!
I'm not done!
Far enough!
Come and face me! Here I come! Crush!
Your reflexes will not serve you well here. No further!
Glacial spear! Here's the evil!
You're finished!
Sleep now! Freeze!
Do it!
All yours, Kisara! Leave the ensnaring to me.
Yeah! And the puzzle up to me! Ready and rare!
Do it!
Look sharp!
Lightning Tiger Blade!
I'm all stuffed up! Astral energy! Well, looky here!
About damn time.
Took long enough.
But that's...
Right! I can't wait!
Head on over to the plaza.
What's going on? It seems busier here than before.
Hey, look! Isn't that Bayfon over there?
Ah, there you are. It seems I owe you all an apology. I'm guessing you didn't find the Lord back in the forest, did you?
No, but something tells me you already knew that.
That I did. Turns out I bit down on some bad intel when I should have known better. Apparently, Deadeye's not as trusting of me as I thought.
But why would he feed you bad intel?
My guess? He wanted me to lead you all astray. Make sure you weren't sniffing around where he didn't want you to be. While you were off in the forest, I got word that one of our squads captured the Lord. The place wasn't even close to where you were searching.
I see. Well, the important thing is that you finally caught her. Did you suffer many casualties?
You're not going to believe this, but she didn't even put up a fight. She had no escort either.
Well, what about her Master Core? Was it recovered?
Sorry. They only briefed me on the basics. For now, Deadeye's getting ready to make his victory speech out in the plaza. In the meantime, I've been ordered to set up a defense perimeter around the outside of the city, so I'll be out of town for a while. I imagine Deadeye will announce what he intends to do with the Lord during his speech. You'll have to let me know how it goes. Anyway, until next time.
A Renin Lord surrendering without a fight? Something doesn't add up here.
I'm afraid I can't say I know much of her lordship personally.
There's a lot about this that doesn't make sense. The Master Core is a concern too. Let's stick around like Bayfon suggested and see what happens. We don't leave until we get to the bottom of this. I'm worried about just what Deadeye has in store for Almeidrea. For now, let's wait at the inn until he gives his victory speech.
Everybody's so excited.
They can hardly be blamed when they've apprehended an enemy leader. That said,
Yeah. Isn't there some way to calm them down?
These must be the Danins the Darkwings freed.
Yeah. The city might be in ruins. The people have risen from the ashes.
This is the place Bayfun said Deadime would reveal the Lord's fate. I wonder what he'll do to her.
Well... Is that...
yes. It's Lord Almeidrea Chineris.
Please stop! No good can come of such hatred. Stop or there'll be no turning back.
Is this supposed to be justice? Astral energy? Why now?
You don't think that...
The fruit of Helgen!
Don't do it! No! Just...
I did warn you, did I not? Nothing good can ever come of such nasty hatred.
You at last.
I swear it. I'll make you pay for what you did to my parents!
What do we have here? Could it really be the witch from Dana? Honestly, I thought I had wiped all of you out of existence back then. I guess there was one survivor after all.
Hey, Rinwell!
Shut up! This is the only thing that's keeping me going anymore. Stay out of my way or I'll kill you!
Rinwell.
I'll kill you. I swear it. I will kill you! What did you... Why are you defending her?
I'm not really sure, you know. But when I look into your eyes, I can't let you do it.
What about you? Are you not the one who got revenge for his father? Don't I deserve that as much as you? Move aside. If you don't, then I'll blast you again.
Even so, sorry. I'm afraid that I can't let you do that. No way. I can't let you kill her. Not while your face is full of the same hatred as those people who died.
You saw what she did. What are you saying? She should just get away with it all?
You're right. Rinwell. I don't know what I'm doing. But still, I know it's wrong. If you go through with this, I know you'll regret it. I'm sorry. I am. Forgive me.
I can't believe you. You, of all people. Of all the people! Why did you... Why, Law?
Is your little show quite finished?
Why, you...
For many years of my life, I devoted myself to the study of astral arts. But the knowledge I took from your family was truly enlightening indeed. For that, you deserve a reward. I shall allow you to taste one of the fruits of my labor. Rearranging life and death to form new hellish compositions. That is what I do best. Now go!
Law, I'm...
Sorry for almost blowing me up. Hey, not like it's the first time. Come on, we need to take her down.
Okay. Thunder field!
Take this!
There!
It's over!
Go touch! Raging cat game!
Try harder!
Exploit the enemy's weakness.
Dance in the wind!
This one's all mine! Try Alpha!
I'll be saving this one!
Ready to go! No further! You picked the wrong fight!
Here! Forward up!
I can carve through armor.
More for the stop time!
Lightning thrust!
Lightning orb! More of that Arch field! Glacial spear! Here's the evil in your dreams!
I'm not done! Elusive Eternal Devastation! Eagle Ray! Try this!
Raging Cascade!
Explosive Ray!
In here!
Down here!
I'll be saving this one!
Flaming Thrust!
Thunder field!
Take this! Cut! Swallow Blade!
Reload! Raging Storm! This one's mine!
I can carve through armor! You picked the wrong fight!
In a bind?
Here, let me help! Take that!
You're mine!
First aid! To the wind!
Leave the charge for me!
I'll be saving this one!
Try harder!
Groundhog field!
Take this! Resonate with the earth! Swallow Blade! Be strong, but I'll never back down! Take this! Be still! Coming through! Ha! Now! Scarlet Inferno!
Benediction light.
Swallow Blade! Be still!
I'm grateful.
Here goes! Ripping it out of your dreams! Here!
This should do it!
Here!
No escape!
Benediction light.
Rondo! Shattering
Another incantation ruined.
Burn in hell! Be still!
Now!
With the earth! Still!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Hear me! Flame
Take
of
this!
fury!
You're finished!
Lightning orb! Here's the evil! Getting stronger!
Switching up its movement! Watch out!
Don't suffer in silence.
Nothing gets
Dance in
by
the
me!
wind! I never miss! Here's a healing art! First aid! Raging Cascade!
Flaming Thrust!
Here! Sleep now! Lightning!
Shattering the
Searing flame!
I'm not feeling so great.
Lightning orb!
Ignite!
Healing circle! Feel! Hear me!
Here I come!
Can't get out of this!
Freeze Lancer! Ready!
Is this it?
Forgive me. This is my fault.
Annihilate!
Not done yet!
Imbue this banquet with
Healing
Here I
Raging
come!
Cascade!
It's over!
being interrupted.
Sleep now! Glacial Spear! Here's the evil!
Denied!
Raging Lancer! More where that came from! Here's a healing art!
Anything in order is over!
I'll smash you!
Here
I come! Swallow Blade! Be still!
Bloody
Throwing right
This
spear!
one's mine!
Hurricane Thrust! Tear! Hurricane Thrust!
I am strong! Dance in the wind!
Here I come!
Sleep now! I'll be
It's
saving
over!
this one! Radiant Flood! Lightning orb! More where that came from!
Can't get out of this!
Not now! Not happening! Destroying blast!
Magic is there! Here's a healing art!
Ignite! I owe you one!
More
Take
of the
this!
stockpile!
Hurricane
Tear! By the power of water!
Hurricane
Denied!
Annihilation!
Won't save you!
Tear! Hurricane Tear!
It's in your hands now.
Stay away from my friends!
Healing circle! Supernova! Dance in the wind! Here! Flame of fury! Burning! I'll be saving this
Tails problem. Then let's focus there first.
Eternal Devastation!
Raging storm!
Crush!
More where that came from!
Your death.
Eternal Devastation!
Tunnel!
Take
You're finished!
in a bind.
Thunder rain!
You picked the wrong fight!
Benedict
Here I try harder!
Where are you going?
Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation!
Here's evil!
Anything in armor is all
Begin.
mine!
With astral
I can
energy.
carve through armor!
It's over! Try harder! You're mine! Eternal devastation! Crush! Eternal devastation! You're finished!
Leave the chargers to me!
Far enough!
Here I go!
Raging storm! Where that came from?
Eternal
Here
devastation! Crush!
Now! Demon's descent!
Flashing fang!
Is everyone all right?
Yeah. But Almeidrea got away. Rinwell, are you...
What the hell happened here?
Bayfon, is that you? Thank goodness you're okay.
I've been outside the city this whole time, but I sensed a disturbance in the wind and decided to turn back. What happened here? Where is everybody?
Almeidrea's handiwork. She allowed herself to be captured so she could rile up the Danans into a frenzy and rob them of their astral energy. She wiped out almost everyone in the plaza, including Deadheim.
Deadheim's dead. Everyone. And the Darkwings. Almost all of our companions in the Resistance. How could this happen?
Regardless of what she had to gain, what kind of person would do something like that?
If she managed to find kinship in Kelzelik, then I'd say the very worst kind. It's clear now that she used Menancia as a testing ground for the fruits of Helgen, before using them here.
So everything that led up to this moment was all a part of her plan.
Once she knew they'd eaten enough tainted food, she just needed to get herself caught.
We have to go after her. Balsef and Ganabelt were horrible, but Almeidrea makes them look like saints. I doubt she's really gone back into hiding. We have to put an end to this, once and for all.
Yeah, what she's done can't be forgiven.
I don't know what to do. I saw what hatred did to those people, but hating her is the only thing that's kept me going. I can't just stop hating her. What am I supposed to do? Tell me. Smile at her from across the battlefield? Apologize while we fight her? I don't know if I can do that.
Rinwell.
Nobody can understand what you've been through. We can't even begin to imagine the pain you've experienced. But if hate is what has kept you going ever since that day, then let it be your strength. However, think about this. When you've had your revenge, when we've beaten Almeidrea, then what will you do?
Huh?
I'm saying you're going to have to find a way to survive once that hatred is gone. When it is, what do you plan on doing then?
I don't know. I've never thought about it before.
Almeidrea's death doesn't have to be your end too. You need a reason to live, Rinwell, not an excuse to die. Understand?
She's right. We could never truly know the pain that Almeidrea has caused you. But I think you should listen to Shion. Give yourself time to consider things. And if it's too much right now, it's okay for you to sit this one out.
No. My head might be a mess right now, but I'm not letting you fight Almeidrea without me. I need to be there, please. That much I do know. I'm going with you. And on the road, I'll think about it. A reason to live, without hate.
That said, it'll be no good chasing after her blind with no idea where she went. Bayfon, do you have any ideas where she might have gone?
I can't say for sure, but west of here is an underground harbor along a cliff near the coast. She spent years building a ship there, a floating fortress that she called her castle on the sea. No one quite knew why she wanted the thing, but now...
Of course. She's already effectively destroyed her own capital. It's likely she planned to abandon her realm as well.
Right. That's as good a lead as any. Let's go. What's that woman going to do next?
Nothing good, I'll bet.
We'll stop it this time.
I still can't believe what that Almeidrea did. Not only that, but she was enjoying it.
It's patently clear she has no respect for human life whatsoever.
We need to take her out. I don't think I've ever felt so enraged at another person in my whole life.
Yeah! There's no way she's getting away with this!
Then we head for the underground docks. We need to hurry. Rinwell, can you keep moving?
Yeah. My family and I, we spent all of our days just living in hiding. Until one day when we were found and attacked. I was the only one my dad and the others hid. That's the reason I survived. While the rest of my family was butchered. The only thing that I could see was the crest of a lord glowing through the smoke. And then...
It was Almeidrea who did it.
Oh.
I'm sorry, Rinwell.
That woman. Did she really find the existence of Dahnan mages to be that much of a threat?
Enough to invade another lord's territory? No, I doubt that. Most likely, she was after their knowledge and techniques. She only did it so she could become stronger. That's the kind of woman she is.
In retrospect, I do remember her making it sound like she created that monster she summoned.
A monster. I wonder, do you all think of me as a monster? Because I'm able to use magic even though I'm Dahnan?
Rinwell.
Of course we don't think you're a monster, you dummy.
Huh?
I might have had to hold you back, but it's her fault any of this ever happened, not yours. Got it?
Law.
Did we really just spend... Thanks for waiting. Eat as much as you like. Looks like we made it here in one piece.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danits. Think they were forced to work here?
Probably. Let's see what they have to share about Almeidrea. You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me, or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never gotten to captain a ship before. Never would have thought I'd get a chance like this. Thank you, y'all.
The pleasure's all ours. Think we'll catch up to her?
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head start on us, but we can take them.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that ship?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they probably wouldn't let a bunch of Danans on board. On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Until then, you're all free to do whatever. Just don't fall in the ocean.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy, but there's not exactly a lot to do on this boat. I guess I'll check in on everyone and see how they're holding up.
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should apologize to him too. I should apologize to all of you, really.
Us too?
Well, I was kinda lying to you all this whole time. I was blind to everything except my own revenge. I never even considered the struggles all of you might be facing.
We all have things we'd prefer to keep to ourselves, Rinwell. So what if you had something to hide? It doesn't undo the good that you've done, or the people that you've helped save along the way.
But that's not what I mean.
I know. You're talking about Almeidrea, right?
Yeah. I hate her, Alphen. I can't stop hating her. Even just thinking about her makes my head feel like it's going to explode. But it's not just her. I think about the way Law looked at me. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And I hated the Renans I had to travel alongside. And yet, Cislodius Danans backstab each other like it's a normal way of life. And Mahag Sar has people like Deadime. But then there are people like Law and Shion. It's all just too much. I don't know what to think anymore.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeidrea. It's only natural you would hate your family's murderer. But
what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result of that, well, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking about how they never got to make things right. And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him, and I think now he's afraid you'll do something you'll regret.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeidrea when this is all over is up to you. I'll respect whatever choice you make. Just think it over carefully for me, okay? You still have time.
Okay. Thanks, Alphen. Say, back then, after the fight, I think I really made Shion mad. I don't know, though. Maybe it just looked that way. But I guess I just can't seem to understand how she feels. Do you know why she gets like that?
Shion's... She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really talk a whole lot about herself.
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels. not being able to hold another person's hand.
I took a look around inside the ship just in case, but I didn't find anything that looked like it might be suspicious.
Thanks, I appreciate it.
You know, it wasn't until I left Calaglia that I finally realized just how big the world is.
When we tore down the wall in Calaglia, and I could finally see the horizon in the far-off distance, I had the exact same thought.
Yeah, somehow the sea is different though. I'm not sure just how to put it. It's almost as if it just goes on forever. I bet my old man would have been blown away by this view.
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking about what it was that he was really trying to say to me at the end. I keep going over his words again and again. And heck, maybe I'm just overthinking it all. But still, sometimes I wonder if it could have turned out differently. If there was something I could have done. But no matter how much I play it back, I'm still no closer to finding any answers. And then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almeidrea, but was that really the right thing to do? Or did I just end up making things harder for her? I feel like such a screw-up.
You're not the only one. I keep asking myself what Zephyr would have done had he been here. Like I think, how would Zephyr have handled Rinwell?
Yeah, I think he definitely would have stopped her. No doubt about it.
And that's exactly what you did, Law. I think he'd be really proud of you.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him proud.
Sounds like a deal. Thanks, Alphen.
Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almeidrea?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of times, after I was chosen to be a lord on Lenegus.
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegus. How much do you think they know about what's been going on down here?
It's safe to assume they know everything, though I know not why they choose to remain uninvolved. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crown contest.
Even what Almeidrea did? Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the crown contest is a competition to see who can amass the most astral energy. And to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's therefore against the Lord's interest to kill them.
So then why would Almeidrea do something like that?
We must remember that time is running out in the crown contest. Perhaps her hand was forced, so to speak. It is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. Doing so kills off that labor force, obviously, but it is a means to an end nonetheless. No one could have foreseen that something like the Hollowing would arise back when the contest was first conceived.
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that important to the Lords?
Of course. It's the greatest prize one can attain in their eyes. In that respect, at least, I'm really not that surprised that Almeidrea resorted to what she did, as utterly despicable as it is.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of ambition.
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, you could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person as you might wish to believe.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up when Kisara lost her brother? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and choose to fight for Miguel's dream? Aren't we just Danans?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you that hard?
What Deadheim did to that city, he didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of Renan rule taught him nothing.
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danan versus Renan. There is an internal quarrel as well. I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia. But there are more walls we must topple first.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to think you can, at least.
Does that make us enemies?
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no, it doesn't.
Not good enough for you?
Are you really... Forgive me. I will continue to fight by your side a while longer. That much I have decided.
You don't look so good. You all right?
The floor. It keeps moving. How can you stand it? How can you even stand?
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel pain, remember?
I still can't believe what happened in Niez. Even now. As a lord, my expectations for Almeidrea were already pretty low. But the way she treated human lives like they're mere playthings.
Yeah. And it wasn't as if the situation in Niez was improving much to begin with.
You mean Deadheim?
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocities of Renan rule. Back then, all I had to worry about was fighting the Renans for the sake of the Danans. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia, and things became a lot more complicated. It's even messier now that we have to worry about Danans like Deadheim.
It used to be that the Danans were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the wrong. Though, maybe that was just a biased perspective, from being on the side of the oppressed.
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as you'd expect it to be either. That's clear to me now.
That said, even putting aside bad apples like Deadheim for a moment, you may be able to free the Danan people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. It'll be hard for them to not give in to their resentment. I think maybe that's why I clung to our dream so hard back in Menancia.
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart. He didn't sink to the depths Almeidrea did.
You don't understand. I'm saying that it goes deeper than that. This hierarchy we live in, it's not solely something the Renans invented. I remember a story Rinwell once told me. She said before the Renans invaded, we Danans had our own class system. We are the ones who divided ourselves. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule over others.
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always that way.
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even any point in fighting?
But that world isn't the one you want to create, right?
Maybe not. But to tell you the truth, these days I'm not so sure that dream is even possible.
You have your promise to Megal, though. Your home and the people of Menancia are depending on you.
I know. My brother. He truly believed in his dream of coexistence. And I suppose, even now, many people still do. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and Shion.
Not sure I follow.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danans do you know that get on as spectacularly as the two of you?
I don't know that I'd say spectacularly.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you look at it, isn't it?
I really don't see what you're getting.
I think I'm getting seasick again. Sorry. Can you just give me a wide berth for a few minutes?
Lean much further, you'll go overboard. Keeping an eye out for Almeidrea's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh wastes of Calaglia. But Menancia has its Lake of Death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually manage to put a stop to the crown contest for good. What do you think will happen between the Danans and the Renans then?
You first.
Well, I want to believe that the coexistence we saw in Menancia can happen elsewhere, too. It's insane for all of us to keep fighting. If Menancia can do it, so can everyone else.
Yeah, I think that would be good too. A world where everyone can get along. At least, that's what I've come to believe.
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, I've looked down on the Danans too. But I've seen a lot. And I see things differently now. I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things too. They didn't come from just the Renans. Kindness and cruelty exist on both sides. A person's race doesn't factor into it. So, I guess you're right after all, Alphen. I have changed. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone. Even after I came to Dana. Always.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own. I have everyone to thank for that. Including... especially you, Alphen.
Don't worry about it. We're friends, after all.
Yeah, we are.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almeidrea. I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up. Good timing. We're closing in on her stern as we speak.
That's the ship? She's huge. Law, go gather the others, will you? Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too noisy, we should be okay.
What'll you do if they catch on to us?
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as soon as you're done.
Good. Then let's find Almeidrea.
Xion, I want to thank you.
What brought that?
Now that's what I call a ship!
Yeah. The biggest one in all of Mahag-Sar. So big that it took years to construct.
For all we know, Kelzelik may well have been smuggling materials to help build it. In which case it would be yet another mistake on my part.
We don't know that she was only getting materials from Menancia.
You think it's possible that they might have come from elsewhere too? Yeah, I guess I could see it.
But what do you think Almeidrea plans to do from here on out, now that she's abandoned her realm and sailed out to sea?
She'll be filling her coffers with gold, most likely. Then she'll sit back and enjoy the show as the other lords duke it out. Or something to that effect, at least.
I wouldn't put it past her.
She's strong, yet shrewd, and will stoop to any low. A dangerous one indeed.
She's not the first, and she won't be the last. This is a lord we're talking about, remember?
Sounds like you've made up your mind already.
There was never anything to decide. No one who can smile like that while doing what she did deserves to roam free.
Yeah, you're right.
This might not be the best time, but if you have a minute. That mask of yours, it was shattered by a blow from Balsev when you fought back in Calaglia, correct?
Yeah, thanks for the reminder. I thought it was a goner.
Balsev's brute strength was in a league all its own, yet half the mask remains. It's remarkably durable. Too durable to be Danon in origin.
Xion said the same thing. As if the fact I was wearing it meant there had to be more to me than met the eye.
You recalled your name when the mask broke, I hear.
Yeah, that's right. Although to tell you the truth, I'm a little scared what might happen when I lose the remaining half. Then again, the idea of not doing something because I'm afraid scares me even more. That's why I go on fighting.
Only he who first faces the night catches a glimpse of the dawn.
Come again?
It's nothing. Forget I said anything.